Hi, how are we? I'm Andy, this is Spiders, and today I'm going to show you the rehousings from the stuff that I bought from the BTS. Right, hope we're all doing well. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to show you off, well, I say the rehousings. I didn't necessarily rehouse everything that I bought from the BTS. Yeah, it was the BTS, I doubted myself for a second then. Some of the stuff that came in the mystery boxes, some of the little slings, they're just going to stay in the pots that they're in. I put a bit of substrate in, and one of them's molted since, which I'll show you at the end. But yeah, so there's nothing really to see there. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to rehouse the Melopius tibialis, I think it is, something like that I picked up from Sam from Bug Realms, the Ornithoctoni species Vietnam silver, the 2T blondies, and the, what's the other one, the Agen. They all needed rehousing. They were too big for the pots that they were in. The Ornithoctoni wasn't, but I just wanted to have a good look at that, if I'm totally honest. Anyway, I'm also going to rehouse the roaches, the whip scorpion, and the Pterygoidea, the massive stick insects. I managed to get some quite cool footage of the stick insects, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm just going to shut up waffling on, and I'll show you what we've done. I'll see you at the end. So first up, we're going to rehouse these roaches, the tiger hissers. Now you can see here, there's one Madagascan hissing cockroach in there. Now that's what I had left. I had a pair of females and a male. Unfortunately, for one reason or other, whether it's the end of the life, the male and one of the females died, but this one has recently given me a load of new offspring, so that's pretty cool. There's more than this is just some of them, but yeah, this is pretty cool. So they can stay in, and you see there is some woodlice running around there. But yeah, I'm just going to add these tiger hissers to this colony now. I asked the guy when I bought them whether there was any risk of them interbreeding, and he said no. He's not heard of it, and I also had a bit of a look online, and apparently their genitalia is different, so they shouldn't be able to crossbreed, but we shall see. I mean, these are only going to be for feeders and for show anyway, so it won't make no odds. I won't be giving these to anyone if they do produce some more babies further down the line, like. But yeah, these tiger hissers are quite cool. They're a lot more mobile, I found, than my other hissers, but whether that's just because these aren't so used to being handled yet or what, I'm not sure, like. But yeah, fair dues. There was a fair few in that box, so that's the tiger hissers. And next we're going to move on to the death's head roaches, the Blaberus cranifer. Now these, I've got to admit, I really like these. My missus isn't too keen because first thing she noticed was they've got wings. She has seen that they don't fly as such, so she's a little bit easier with them, but yeah, she's got a real thing about anything that flies. But yeah, again, these were pretty cheap. I think it was £12 for 6, £2 each. Now these, I am going to look at trying to breed these, and these probably won't be for feeders unless I notice one coming maybe towards the end of its life, and then I might feed it off. But yeah, I am going to look at trying to breed these and see if I can get a colony going, because these are pretty cool roaches. Next up, this is the setup that I made for the Damon Medius, the whip scorpion. But like an idiot, I forgot to press record when it come to actually rehousing it. So I'm going to give you a good view of the enclosure now with them 3 pieces of slate there, just to give it some crevices to hide in. And there's a photo of it once I rehoused it, and this is it just sitting at the back of its little cork bark. Say at the back, it's making its way around towards the front. But yeah, this is settling in pretty well. It's fed a couple of times, and I'm just keeping the humidity up. There's plenty of isopods in the bottom of the tank, so they're helping with any issues that might come about. I'm not sure if this might be picking them off, if I'm honest. It may turn out that it is. But yeah, I can't wait for this to grow. This is going to be stunning. And next up, here we have it, the Pterocoidea janfengliensis. The fucking giant stick insect is what I'm calling them. Although probably not when I'm showing them off to kids. I'll just call it the giant stick insect, I suppose. But yeah, these are absolutely awesome. Proper stunning little things. There is a male as well, which I'll show off in a second, but if I'm honest, compared to the female, he's a little bit nondescript, if I'm totally honest. But yeah, you see we get a bit of a close-up of its face. It looks like one of the prawns from District 9. Even upside down, it looks like its head's the right way around. They're really weird. And here, this is the enclosure that I'm putting it into now. This is going to go, or these are going to go in with my Ramulus nematodes blue. Now they're all from Southeast Asia, so the temperatures and the humidity ranges and that are all quite similar. So yeah, it's going in this big mesh tank, and I spray this about 2 or 3 times a day. You see there is a couple of Sceptrophasma hispidulum that are left over from last year that are still in this enclosure. But yeah, there's quite a few of the Ramulus. I think there's about 15 or 20 of the Ramulus in there, male and female. So yeah, if anybody's after any eggs of the Ramulus nematodes, give me a shout. So naturally the first thing this one did when got onto the enclosure, or got into the enclosure, was start climbing. And as you'll see here, it's just gripping the side of the enclosure, and eventually it ended up climbing up this side and out. So you'll see in just a second that I had to manoeuvre it back onto my hand to be able to get it back into the enclosure a second time. This time I thought we'd put her a bit lower down. And this is the male. You see, a massive size difference in comparison to the female. This one is really active, and this, we don't get much of a shot of him really, because he climbs aboard this leaf and then that was it. He just went behind there and gone, never seen him again. So here we are, another look at this female. See, they are weird looking things. She has lost an antenna at some point, but no doubt that will grow back when she molts. She's probably about 14 or 15 inches now, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, these can grow to about 20-21 inches in length, so that'll be pretty cool, a 40-45 centimetre stick insect to show off to the kids. And hopefully we'll get some eggs from these, and next year I'll be able to continue breeding these and growing them on. So now we're going to move on to the spiders. Now this is the Acanthoscurria geniculata, the giant white-knee, and in all fairness this was a good size, and you'll see there I tipped the pot and all of the dirt fell over it. Now luckily the spider didn't bolt or do a runner, it came out quite easily, as you'll see here, and just nestled itself against the side. Probably hiding away in case I wanted to throw another tub of dirt over the top of it like. So yeah, that was a really easy rehousing, and we're going to move on now to the first of the T blondies. And again, if I'm honest, these were both really good. I had absolutely no problem. They, as you see here, moved across pretty calmly. I have fed both of these, and the Gen have all been fed between filming this and doing this voiceover, and they all took the prey pretty well. So yeah, things are looking good. now we move on to the second one. And again, you see all of these setups are pretty similar. They're just 1.3 litre bray plasts with a small corkbark hide, plenty of moss and some substrate, and it's what I tend to have for all my sort of grown on slings, small juvies. Easy to get them on the shelves and fit them all on, and like I say, the spiders do really well in them. So yeah, there we have it, the second tea blondie. Still can't believe I got two of these in one day. So up next, this is the Ornithoctoninae, or Ornithoctonus ornithoctoninae species Vietnam silver. Now, if I'm honest, the main reason I rehoused this is because I wanted to get a bit of a good look at it, because through the little tub that it was in, it looked stunning, and the pictures, even as slings, they've got that colour, that orange tone to the legs and that silver carapace and body, and yeah, fair play. They're absolutely stunning. There we go, a little bit of a close-up. So I cannot wait for this one to grow. Just proper fingers crossed that this turns out to be a female. And next up, this is the Melopius albostriatus, the Thai zebra. Yeah, and in all fairness, this is probably one of the easiest old world rehousings I've ever had to do. This one wasn't too keen on coming out of this plastic cup or this bottle, if I'm honest. Should have probably stayed there forever, given the chance. So you can see I'm just keeping this contact with her, but I'm just constantly brushing her against the front legs, trying to just see if I can nudge her back. Here I'm almost in between her fangs and she's still going nowhere. So eventually I did manage to get her turned round and sort of nudge her down a little bit more, but yeah, there was no, it's not like she was attacking my stick or anything. She was just really happy in that cup. So as you'll see here, you say we finally got her down, and she was just sat there at the mouth of the burrow, and you see she is an absolutely beautiful spider. Now she has only got 7 legs, which is one of the reasons that Sam said he was selling her so cheap, but as we all know, that will grow back. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with this. I've been after one of these for ages and I've just never pulled the trigger on it, so I'm glad I have now. Yeah, so there we go. So everything's settled in really well. As I did mention earlier on, one of the slings that came in the mystery box is molted. That's the Brachypelma amelia. So I'll show you a little photograph of that. This is about a week after it molted. And yeah, that's my grandson. He was quite excited. He saw me handling that one, and I thought, you know what, I'll let him have a go at this one. I don't let him hold much in the way of spiders at all, but yeah, it's a little baby, and as you can see on his face, he was landed. He was plain soldier that day, if you hadn't guessed from his uniform, like. So anyway, yeah, like I say, everything's settling in well. The Ornithoctoninae and the Melopius have both built little turrets, like little castles on the mouths of the burrow, and they've settled in well. The A-gen, the blondies, they've all fed, as has the whip scorpion. So yeah, everything's doing really well, and I'll probably, either these will show up in updates further along down the line, or what I may do is I'll do a specific video updating everything that I picked up at the BTS at some point. But yeah, that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. Thanks for watching. If you did, you know, everything's downstairs. Like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. Everything that helps with the algorithm and keeps the channel going. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers. Ta-ra.